Hi everyone, welcome back. I've been discussing with a lot of guys on the comments, and you guys want some more gameplays or at least guides, tips and tricks about this game, Bloons Supermonkey 2. So why not? I'm gonna do something like that now. So what have I learned from this game? I've been playing this game for a while, other than just completing the new tracks that have been released from the new update. So first of all, I want to talk about farming, okay? Farming Blops. So as you see, the Blops are divided in two kinds. So the red Blops and the blue Blops, all right? And then there is a third kind of Blops that are the gold Blop. Okay, to discuss that, I'm gonna just go here to the power-ups. So red Blops are used to purchase all the weapons and epics for the super monkeys, alright? Instead, blue Blops are used for the research. I'm just gonna show you here. The research are like these things that you can upgrade until level 12, I think. And that give a specific weapon some kind of upgrades. For example, here in the bomb research, see, there is this one here, heavy ordnance, that says bomb weapons create bigger explosions. See, current every 4 shots. That means that every 4 bombs that are shotted, one is gonna create a bigger explosion, all right? And the same goes to the second part of the upgrade that says bomb weapons can pop black and zebra balloons that normally bombs can't pop black and zebra. But with this upgrade, every 4 shots again, there's gonna be one bomb that is gonna have the ability to pop those kind of balloons, all right? So in the right side of this research, you can see the weakness. Okay, so every 7 shots in this case, darts can pop leads. So the weakness of the darts. Boomerangs too, leads. Then for example, energy can pop glass, and so on. Okay, magic can pop ceramics and all that stuff. And then there is this session here that is called anti-balloon research, that is just a weakening of the balloons. So in this case, for example, mobs, see, all weapons do more damage to mob and bosses every 7 shots. And this one that says shield suppression, so all weapons do more damage to shield balloons, okay, every 7 shots. So this game pretty much works like a probability, like statistics. So every 7 shots, every 4 shots, every 6 shots of a particular weapon, there's gonna be one upgrade or one thing more that you can unlock with the research labs, all right? So let's talk about farming. So what is farming? Farming Blops is like collecting, trying to, in a specific level, trying to collect as many Blops as you can. In this case, if you need blue Blops, you're just gonna be needing to play a level over and over and over again. Instead, for red Blops, you're gonna have to use specifically if you're playing a level for like 2nd, 3rd time, or a red rush, okay, that is a power up that you can keep, or you're gonna be either using a gold rush, okay. First going to the, okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna show you here quickly how the numbers on the specific level work. So for example, if I go here to level 1, all right, okay, see, I click on here and see that under all the badges of the weapons, there are these two names. So Blops in the left side and Bloons with a pop in the right side. So what are these numbers? So the number in the left is how many Blops could I collect in this level, okay? So that means that, for example, in this case, I could collect every single Blop dropped from the Bloons popped. Okay. See, 100%. So I collected every single Blop. But you can still get, for example, 100% Blops collected even if you haven't popped all the Bloons. The important thing is that you collected all the Blops from the Bloons that you popped. In this case, I got diamond here. See, so I could pop every single balloon in the track, right? In this case, the amount of balloons were 1,302. And that number you can see it in the right side. See, Bloons 1.302. If, for example, I go to another level, so for example, I think level 23 here, no, 24, yeah, let's see, here, see, I got diamond. That means that I could pop every single balloon in this track. But, see, the blob says 99%. Why? Because probably I couldn't collect all the blobs. Okay, so from all the balloons popped, I couldn't collect all the blobs. So that's why it says 99%. And so on, really. That's how this number in the map works. So, of course, you want to look not at the number in the left, so how many blobs you have collected, but at the number in the right. Because every layer of the balloons, okay, see here the 10,000 balloons count as red balloons, okay? So how many red balloons are in this map? 10k, 85, all right? So that means that 10k 85 red blobs actually are gonna be dropped by the balloons. Of course, here you're not gonna have 10k red blobs. You're gonna have ceramics, you're gonna have rainbows, okay? You're gonna have different balloons, but every layer is gonna drop one blob. So of course, if you want to get a level to farm, so to have a lot of blobs, you need to have two things. So a level with a lot of balloons, because of course the more balloons it has, the more blobs they're gonna drop, right? But also a level in the same way where you can collect easily the blobs. So for example, if I go here to the best level that there is right now to farm, that is level 80. See here, I've got gold. So that means that I haven't even popped all the balloons in this level here. Number in the right, balloons. 90k, 90.5k balloons. So that's a lot of balloons. That is the highest number in all the tracks that you can find. And I see here the blobs that I could collect in the left side, 56%. Probably if I play this level again, probably I could reach something like 60%, maybe 65, 70% of blobs collected. But that's still a lot of blobs. So if you want to farm, so a level that gives you a ton of blobs, go to level 80, okay? Because the balloons are so many balloons here that you can pop, that automatically you're gonna get a ton of blobs. So what are the two ways here to get blobs? So if you have played the level for the first time, you're gonna be seeing that all red blobs are replaced by blue blobs, okay? And that is because, of course, otherwise getting red blobs, it would be very easy. So one way you can bypass that is using, as I said before, a red rush. So this is a power up. There are 4 ranks. In first rank, as you see, says transforms all blue blobs in a level into red blobs. So using this power up in a level that you're playing for the first time is pointless because all blobs are going to be red blobs. This power up is very useful when you're trying to farm up a level that you have already played. Okay, so you have already popped and collected a lot of balloons, so you're getting a lot of blue blobs. With this setup, so with red rush, you can get blue blobs transformed again into red blobs. And as you see, when you unlock more ranks, you get some power-ups, like for example rank 2, see, it says red blobs are worth 10% more. What does it mean is that this means that every 10 red blobs that you collect, it is like for the game, so for counting the blobs, it's like you are collecting 11. That is 10% of 10 is 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11. If you're getting 100% red blobs, you get 10 more. It's like you're getting 10 more, and so on. So it's pretty easy. It's just statistics here. It's just mathematics. Rank 3, 20% more, and rank 4, 50% more. So every 10 red blobs that you collect is like you're collecting 15. So that's quite a lot, right? Imagine you're collecting 10k. It's like you're collecting 15k. So that's a lot. And here, Gold Rush works exactly the same. See, rank 2 is 10% more, rank 3 20% more, rank 4 50% more. But what happens here is that it says transforms all blobs in a level into gold blobs. So you can use Gold Rush either the first time you're playing a level or the second, third, or whatever time you're playing a level. So, but what are these gold blobs? A gold blob is a blob that is a red blob and a blue blob together at the same time, is both of them. But it's better because it's 4 times worth it. This means that for one gold blob equals to 4 red blobs and 4 blue blobs. Okay, it's just mathematics. So one gold blob, imagine you're collecting one gold blob. As you see, there isn't a bar here in the top side where you can count the gold blobs, because the game automatically transforms every gold blob into red blobs and blue blobs. So imagine you're collecting 100 gold blobs. You're gonna be getting, as numbers that you can see, 400 red blobs and 400 blue blobs. So a total of 800 blobs for every 100 gold blobs that you get. Okay, so that's why people, I don't know if you probably have used this, people use Gold Rush and Hidden Treasure, this combo here together, because it's the best combo to farm up. Okay, here in Gold Rush you can even get the gold blobs to get a higher value, as you see, 10% more, or 20 or 50. And but why does people use this in combination with Hidden Treasure? What says Hidden Treasure? It says that all balloons are invisible, but drop 300% more blobs than usual. Okay, maybe that is a bit hard to understand. Like, it's not you're getting 300 more blobs for every blob. It's not like that. It's a percentage. That means that, for example, I'm going to just bring you an example. If I have 10 apples, okay, and the price of all the apples increases of 100%, means that the total price of that apples is doubled, all right? So, for example, if I have 10 apples, and the price of these 10 apples increases of 100%, is like I'm paying 20, all right, for 20 apples. It's like I would be paying for 20 apples. Just an easier example here for in terms of blobs. Imagine you're getting 10 red blobs, all right, and you're using Hidden Treasure. You have rank 1 Hidden Treasure, okay, so 300% more means that the price, one blob, okay, increased by 100% is 1 plus 1, okay, because 100% of 1 is 1. 200% more is 2, because it's 1 twice. So 300% more is 3 times. So that means that for every blob that you get, you're getting 4, okay, because 1 plus 300%. See, that says drop 300 more blobs. So it's like, instead of dropping 1, imagine a layer is dropping 1 blob. Instead of dropping 1 blob, it's dropping 300% more, and 300% more than 1 is 4. 300% more than 10 is 40. 300% more than 100 is 400, and so on. So this increases by a lot the number, okay, the number of blobs that you're getting. So imagine combining this with Gold Rush. You're getting 4 times the number of blobs that you're normally getting, and you're getting them in gold blobs that already by them are 1 gold blob is equal to 4 red blobs and 4 blue blobs. So if you combine these things, that means that with Hidden Treasure and Gold Rush, just rank 1, you're getting, for every gold blob that you're getting like 16 blue blobs and 16 red blobs, okay, because it's 1 4 times and 4 times again. 1 per 4 per 4. Okay, multiplied 4, multiplied 4. And that is a lot. Okay, so that's why people use this. And even here in Hidden Treasure, you can unlock with the ranks, you get even better values, 320% more, 350 and 400% with the last rank. So this is the mathematics behind how this game works. So that's why you don't see like a number that says how many gold blobs that you have, because the game automatically converts the gold blobs into red blobs and blue blobs. Okay, so that's really how I understand the game, and that's how I think it works, because it's just maths and behind it. And then also another guy asked me a good way to get diamond, okay, on the maps. So first of all, play that level. So I'm referring them to maps, but these are all levels, okay? First of all, try the level and play it out with like with a Supermonkey only equipped by like darts, okay? Darts 1-1, okay? Something like this. I'm gonna just show you here. Okay, something like this. So no epics and just darts. Just go through the map, okay? In that way, you can understand, for example, where the leads come out, or when the glass balloons, or the ceramics, or the mobs, or all that stuff, okay? Try to play the level once you play this the first time. Try to get some the weapons that you normally use, okay? And try to play again the level, trying to figure out where like you're missing some kind of power, when is the part of doing the level where you struggle the most, and try to remember what you have to do in order to overcome, you know, that stuff. And after that, I think that the best combination of weapons and epics to get diamond pretty easily is getting on left arm or right arm, getting bombs. Okay. Then on the core, go with the energy, is the best core weapon. And then on the other arm, you can either go as you prefer, or darts or boomerangs. I personally prefer more the boomerangs, because the boomerangs can chain through the balloons if they are close to each other. So they have a lot more of popping power than the darts. So that's why I prefer boomerangs. And as epics, always go with the core with Spiky Chaos. I say always because you can either go with Lightning Trail, but the fact is that you have to move the Supermonkey around, and some balloons, you know, if they spawn in the top side of the track or in some really weird parts, you can pop them. It's pretty nasty. So I recommend to getting Spiky Chaos. Why? Because it's really low cooldown, and all these spikes bounce in the screen, and really they completely reach every single spot in the whole screen. So every balloon that is that appears is gonna get popped by one of these balls, and the cooldown also is really little, so you can use it very often, and of course that's better. And well, in this case, as you see, I'm getting 2 crouching monkeys here that I think also are really good getting diamond, because these crouching monkeys are gonna automatically bounce through the balloons, and they're gonna try to pop the balloons. So in this case, for example, even if you don't see where the balloons are, the crouching monkeys know where they are, and they're gonna go and pop them. So in this case, I have 2 of them, so that when one crouching monkey goes on cooldown, I can activate the other one. So I always have at least 1 crouching monkey activated. But you can either go like just 1, if you don't have enough cash, go 1 crouching monkey and then get on the other one, get another power up. In this case, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the crouching monkeys are the best epics that you can get in their arms. In the core, well, the Lightning Trail and the Spiky Chaos can be useful in some levels. But yeah, that is really how you prepare the super monkeys to get the diamond. And then, of course, after playing the level, knowing perfectly where the bloons are gonna spawn, when you need to get more concentrated, or all that stuff, the power-ups that normally I would like you to use, I would recommend you to use to get diamond is, first of all, well, I'm just gonna show you here in the lab, it's better. First of all is Turbo Boost. Okay, Turbo Boost is one of the best power-ups of 1 star, because it just gives you a boost of your fire rate. You're firing faster, and if you unlock higher ranks, you fire faster and faster and faster. And in this case, for example, 200% faster means 3 times faster than normally, so that's a lot. And the other weapon I would really recommend you to get is either bouncy shots, because in this case, or you're firing your weapons with more speed and they're bouncing in the screen. So even though you miss some bloons with the first shot, you still have the bouncing going, so you can get bloons popped by the bouncing. Or you can either get never missy targeting here, that the darts automatically reach the bloons. See, your weapons, projectiles target and home in on bloons. And yeah, I mean, those are the best that you can get. Or you can either get also here super shots that just increases your weapons. See, projectiles are the 200% larger in the last rank. And yeah, those are the power-ups I will recommend you to use if you want to get diamond on a particular level. But remember, guys, getting diamond is not so important as knowing where the best farm levels are and just farming up. It doesn't matter if you get even silver. If you can still pop a lot of bloons and get a lot of blops from it, it's worth it. And getting diamond in these levels is just unlocks you some achievements, but it's not really like that big deal. For example, here, see, if I can get 75 levels diamond, see, 75 diamond medals, I only get 75k red blops, and I could get a ton more of red blops just by farming that level. So yeah, I mean, getting diamonds also in some levels is pretty hard, because if you miss only one bloon or one layer, then you can't get diamond. So yeah, I mean, I have tried in some levels to get diamond, but if it was easy, like with super shots or turbo boost and bouncy shots, if I could get them, I was alright. But for example, in some other levels, there's always that 1 or 5 or 10 bloons that I miss, and I just give up. There's no point in trying to get diamond in a level that is very hard to get, and just drop it. It's not so important to get diamond. And yeah, those are my tips, and those are the things that I've learned from this game. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick guide and tricks about this game. And yeah, see ya, bye bye.